Alright, so what's up? So just got the new shipment in today for the iPhone 11. So we're going to be unboxing it and reviewing it to see if the iPhone 11 is worth your buck. Let's go. Alright, so let's open this box up. Alright, and there we have it. Nice packaging here. I like the way they strapped it down to make sure it wouldn't get damaged in the shipment. Alright, so here we have it, the iPhone 11. I also ordered the 11 Pro Max, but that one hasn't come in the mail just yet. So let's have some fun and unbox and review this one. So first off, before we open up the box and check out the phone, let's go over the specs and updates on this device. Alright, so let's start off with the screen. The screen on the iPhone 11 is no different than the screen on the iPhone XR. They kept the same IPS LCD, and the screen is the exact same size, 6.1 inches, with a resolution of 828 by 1792. And the glass on the screen is scratch resistant with an oleophobic coating. The new iPhone 11 series are all coming out with the new iOS 13 and with the new and improved Apple A13 Bionic chipset, which is a 7nm plus processor, the fastest processor probably out right now in all smartphones worldwide. So the iPhone 11 is coming out with either 64, 128 gig, or 256 gigabytes of available storage. And the iPhone 11 is coming out with 4 gigabytes of RAM. One of the biggest improvements on the iPhone 11 is the camera. Now it has two 12 megapixel cameras, where before it only had one. Now it has the ultra wide camera so that you can get those ultra wide pictures and better portrait mode shots. The selfie camera on the iPhone 11 was improved though. Now it's a 12 megapixel selfie camera, which now shoots 4K video up to 60 frames per second with the selfie camera. And the final improvement is the battery. They did upsize the battery a little bit. It's a little bit bigger. Now it has a 3046 mAh lithium ion battery. Wireless charging capable, obviously, and it has fast wireless charging capabilities up to 18 watts, which will charge up to 50% of the battery in 30 minutes. The iPhone 11 are coming out in 6 different colors: black, green, yellow, purple, red, and white. So 6 different colors to choose from. And they are selling right now for about $6.99. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so let's peel this off first. Peel the plastic on the back, take off all the plastics. So let's just take a look at the box here real quick and see just the basic information. So here on the back, just the memory. This is the 64 gigabyte model in yellow, iPhone 11. Here's the serial number. We got the yellow Apple logo over here. We got the yellow iPhone logo here, Apple logo, and obviously the picture of the yellow iPhone 11 in the front. So that's pretty much it. Pretty similar boxes to all the other ones. Let's go ahead and open it. Alright, so look at that. There's the iPhone 11 in yellow. Cool looking yellow color, which really stands out. It's almost like a greenish yellow, especially around the edges here. Let's go ahead and remove the plastics. So let's put that to the side and see what else we got in here. So they looks like they shaped the box a little bit different. Now it's a round manual here. Usually it was a square one, as you can see. In here, we're gonna have your SIM card ejector tool, quick start guide, and the Apple sticker. And then here we have your standard Apple charger. And this is 5 volts, 1 amp. Here we have your Apple earbuds. And then here we have your standard Lightning USB cable. Taking a look first here at the back of the iPhone. So I actually do like the way that they set up the camera module up here. And they set it up with like a clear transparent glass, which gives it a more professional and appealing look. So over here we have both cameras, the wide camera, the ultra wide camera. Here we're gonna have your flash. Obviously in the middle here we're gonna have the Apple logo, and that's pretty much it on the back glass cover of the iPhone 11. Down here we're gonna have the loudspeakers. We're gonna have the 2 screws, pencil lobe screws to open up the phone. And then here we have the charger port. Here on this side, we're gonna have the 2 volume buttons and the vibrator switch. Up here at the top, we're not gonna have anything. And then here on this side, we're just gonna have the power button and the SIM card slot to remove your SIM card. Let's go ahead and power it on. So here on the front of the phone, it pretty much does look the same as the iPhone 10R. Up here, we're gonna have the speaker here at the top. We're gonna have the front selfie camera here. And the notch is pretty much the same size as the iPhone 10R. Nice looking screen here. It's added some new wallpapers to the iOS 13. Couple things I noticed right off the bat is some of the different updates to iOS 13. Now when you press the volume button, as you can see, this volume thing comes here on the side. So that looks pretty cool. Also, when you turn the vibrator switch on and off, it'll show you a message up here, silent mode on or off. It has the basic functions. If you swipe down from here, it'll give you your quick control panel settings. If you swipe from this side down, you'll get your notifications. And if you swipe from the bottom up, it will open up your recent open apps. So let's go ahead and check out the phone dial pad. So pretty much same thing. Looks very similar to the previous iPhones and iOS. Let's go ahead into messages. So with the iPhone 11, once again, you can create your own emojis with the front TOF 3D camera. Let's go ahead and do that a little bit later. Let's check out the keyboard. So the keyboard feels really nice. When you press on a letter, it clicks. And also with the new update for iOS 13, when you press backspace, the sound is a little bit different and the feedback is different as well. So if you type in a bunch of stuff and you hold it, it takes a little bit longer, but it gives you a different feedback, which is pretty nice. Another cool thing here with the keyboard is you can now swipe to create words. So you don't have to type letter by letter anymore. Now what you can do is you can just swipe across the letters that you're trying to put into the word. So for example, I'm gonna write the, just swipe like that, and it'll type in the. And it is actually very quick. I like it. Let's try Apple. Yep, there you go. iPhone. Let's try conference. And there you go. Yeah, so it is pretty cool. Pretty time saving there when texting, especially if you're doing one-handed texting. Let's go ahead and check out the camera. So that's just a regular photo camera. Now, like I mentioned before, now it does have the ultra wide camera for ultra wider pictures. Here's video. And then it has the basic functions, time lapse, slow-mo, portrait shots, and panorama photos. Up here, we're gonna have the flash icon to turn on and off the flash. Here, we're gonna have the selfie camera. So for selfie camera, we have all the options as well. Time lapse, slow-mo, obviously video, portrait shots with all the added effects. Live mode shots as well. And then if we click on this little arrow up here, I'm not sure if you could see it. There you go. If you click on that arrow, it's going to give you more options down here where you can change things like, here's the live once again, the flash, the screen size. You can 4:3, 16:9 or square shots. Here we got the timer, take timed shots. And here we have different effects so that we can change the shade of the shots. Let's go ahead and see what wallpapers the iPhone 11 comes with. So right here we got dynamic, stills, and live wallpapers. Let's go to stills and see what's in stills. I remember seeing these on the previous iPhone 10, 10R, and 10S models. And this right here, this is like the oldest Apple wallpaper ever. I think like the first iPhones used to have this one. Oh, and you can just have a straight black wallpaper. So pretty cool wallpapers here to choose from. Let's see what we got in dynamic. Okay. And in live. So if you press on the wallpaper, if you press on the screen while the wallpaper is on, it will animate the wallpaper. All right, so let's go to YouTube now and play a video so that we can check the video. All right, so let's play a video now in YouTube so that we can test the audio quality and the screen resolution quality as well. Let's go ahead and play this one.
This channel, I do reviews, tutorials, and also talk a lot about passive income.
All right, so as you can see, the speaker on this iPhone 11 is pretty loud, and the screen, for being an IPS LCD, is not bad quality at all. It's super good quality. All right, so let's go ahead and open up a game right here so we can check out the gaming on it. Let's put the volume up. Yeah, the graphics on this thing is pretty cool. And like I said, the speaker is really loud. All right, so here we have a couple other phones so we can compare the iPhone 11 to. So here we have a iPhone XS Max. There we can kind of see the difference between the screen sizes. Once again, the iPhone 11 is exactly the same size as the iPhone XR. So obviously the XS Max will be bigger. Let's go ahead and compare it next to the Samsung Galaxy S10. So this is the S10, not the S10 Plus. So the iPhone XR is wider, but they're both about the same height. They're also right around the same width as well. And the iPhone XR has 2 cameras, while the Galaxy has 3. And then here we have the Note 10, the most recently released Samsung. So here we got the Note 10 Plus and the iPhone 11. Note 10 Plus towering above the iPhone, about the same width. And then look at that massive screen on the Note 10 Plus. Okay, so we're going to be comparing a few pictures taken with these devices to compare them against the camera quality of the iPhone 11. Alright, so you may be asking yourself, is the iPhone 11 worth buying or not? So I'm going to give you the breakdown of what I think. So the iPhone 11 is pretty much just like an updated version of the iPhone XR. The screen pretty much stayed the same. The body on the phone, the housing is the same size. Everything is pretty much the same. The only cosmetic difference is the back camera panel here. Now it has 2 cameras. It has a wide angle camera and a ultra wide angle camera. Aside from that, the other big update is the selfie camera. The selfie camera now records 4K videos at 60 frames per second. It also has the Apple A13 Bionic chipset, which is even faster than the chipset that was used on the iPhone XR, XS, and XS Max. So the iPhone 11 comes with the new Apple chips, which are even faster. It comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM, making it a little bit faster as well. And you have a couple new colors to choose from. Aside from that, everything is pretty much the same, and the price difference is only $100. Although, since iPhone XRs have been out for a while now, you can get pre-owned ones for relatively cheap. But if you want to ask me, is it worth buying the iPhone XR right now brand new or the iPhone 11? In my opinion, I would spend the extra $100 and get the iPhone 11, which is the newest one, the best one out of the two. But if you don't mind using a pre-owned phone, then you can go ahead and get yourself a used iPhone XR in good condition, and you can get that for a lot cheaper since it will be pre-owned and it's a little bit older. But the iPhone 11, in my opinion, for its price of $699, is an excellent phone, especially for those of us who love iOS. All right, everyone, so that is it for this video. Go ahead and give it a like. It really helps me out a lot. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.